What's up, you beautiful people? How are y'all doing, man? Look, I wasn't even gonna go live today, but I was like, you know what? I can't. I gotta go live. I gotta go live. I need to talk to y'all, man. All right. And really, what I want to do is I want to just spread some encouragement to the people, man, that is watching this. That maybe life has beat you the hell down, right? Maybe you come from less than humble beginnings. Maybe you got a checkered past. Maybe you've been looked down on and called trash your whole life, right? Maybe you've done things you're not proud of. Listen to me. Listen to me. I feel you. God got a plan for you. I want you to hear me when I say this. God got a plan for you. You don't know what that plan is. You have your own thoughts and your own wants and the things that, the plans that you have for yourself, but God got something for you that's better than your wildest dreams, man. And I mean that. And I say that because I just turned 37 years old on November 11th. All right. And I look back at my life not even 2 years ago. I was in prison, and before that, I was sitting high. Life was great, and then before that, I had a really rough patch. It was rough. Life was really hard. It started kicking the brakes off me, it was bad. And then before that, let's just go all the way back. When I grew up, the way I grew up in the hood, bro. I was raised in the slums. Like, I was raised poor. I didn't have what everybody else had around me. I didn't have, a good household, though they tried. Like, I don't fault my parents. They tried, but I grew up seeing a lot of bad things. I grew up seeing a lot of death. I grew up seeing a lot of gang banging. I grew up seeing a lot of shootings, drugs, just all kind of bad stuff. And bad things happened to me when I was a kid. And I used to think like, yo, you're never gonna live to see 16. I swear to you, I used to think that. Like, there's no way you're gonna live to see 16. I was living way too fast. And then I thought I wasn't gonna live to see 18 when I hit 16. Then I thought I wasn't gonna live to see 21. And through all of the process of that, like, I went in circles at times. I was raised in the church while I was in the hood, and I had this connection, like trying to seek God, but still gang banging, had that whole thug mentality in me. And I was bad. I was a thug. Like, I was a thug. I was completely insane. And I sold drugs. Like, I got in fights, I got in shootouts, I got in a lot of stuff, used drugs, like all of that. I was like addicted to cocaine by the time I was 17 years old. At the age of 17, I was addicted to the cocaine that I was selling. I was addicted to alcohol. I used to smoke weed every day the first time I picked up a roach, I was like 6. I was like 6 years old, the first roach that I ever hit, And I look at my life and I'm like, dang, you done made it through a lot. Like, I remember getting shot at when I was walking home from wrestling practice, when I was trying to do something more. I'm living in the hood, I'm in middle school, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna join the wrestling team. I joined the wrestling team, walking home from wrestling practice, feeling like I was a part of something, and then reality hit, like, you still in the hood. And boom, 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 just letting loose. I remember walking to the corner store, having to watch where I walked when I was like, say 10 years old, 11 years old, having to watch where I walk in the field because the crackheads, the heroin addicts, they would leave their needles sitting in the field next to my homegirl's Savannah's house. Savannah was like one of my best friends growing up. And there was a field right there next to her house, and there used to be all kind of broken bottles and used needles and just all kind of condoms, all types of stuff. And we used to have to watch where we walk, and we used to tell each other that, like, yo, watch where you walking, because one of them needles go through your shoe, you're gonna get AIDS or something. You're gonna die. And back then when I was growing up, AIDS was a death sentence. It's like, you don't do that. So seeing all those things and remembering all those things about life, and then looking where I'm at right now, after all that, and then prison, gone for 3 years, a father, 10 children, 10, and I had 10 when I was doing good. All right. Don't think that I was just out here making babies and not taking care of them. I was taking care of my babies. I've been a part of my kids' lives since they've been born. All right. I was in the union, 18 years old and gang banging. And I got into the union, heat and frost insulators, local 17, making big money. And yeah, like, life was Life carried on, and it stayed all right for a while there as far as making money. But then your low times come. But through all of that stuff, I look back and I see today. I ain't never been who I am today. Who I am today, I wasn't that person even before I went to prison. Straight up. I definitely wasn't that person when I was 18, 21, 23, when I started the little outreach and all of that, trying to keep kids away from gangs. I wasn't who I am today. And it's literally, man, through the grace of God that I'm right here, right now, married to a woman that I'm really in love with. Like, I love my wife probably more than anything in this world. I love my wife and my kids. And all my kids doing well. You know, they're all straight, and they see me as I am today. They don't see me, you know, from the past that dad used to gang bang or any of that. They were too little to remember that part. But they got bad memories too of a dad that wasn't like how I am today. I used to be hard, real stern, like on my sons. And I was prone to violence. They've seen me whoop people. My kids have seen me throw hands with people. And today they see me as I am. You know, they see a man that's not quit. That's what my son told me. He say, man, I talked to my oldest son today. He say, man, Dad, I'm so proud of you. He's 18. He's going into the military. He's going into the Army. He say, man, Dad, I'm so proud of you. I say, for real? He say, yeah, man, I'm really proud of you. Like, you really out here doing your thing. Like, you really trying to build something more, and you haven't stopped. I'm like, man, it made me, it tear jerked me a little bit. You know, not gonna lie, made me a little emotional because I'm like, dang, my 18-year-old son, saying that. My oldest boy, and then Caden, he tells me the same thing. He gets hyped up when I told him, you know, I'm getting my CDL. He got hyped up. He goes, let's go. That's what I'm talking about, Dad. And then I see their work ethic. They're all working. All my sons, my older sons, they're all working. They're all at the age to work, and they're all working. So that makes me, you know, makes me proud. Then Zay, you know, happy birthday, old man, you know, and he just said how proud he is. He goes, Dad, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. You're getting your CDL. So I'm like, yeah. And I got it, by the way. I got my permit. I passed my CDL permit test today. So I got that, and I start on the road training Monday. And just looking at it all, I wanted to come on here and tell you, I don't care where you come from. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what you've done in your past. I don't care how bad of a person you used to be. I don't care about none of that. God got a plan for you. He just waiting on you to accept that plan. See, I had a plan when I came home from prison. You know what my plan was? My plan was to get my social media back bumping, getting my 380,000 followers back and my 256,000 on Instagram, and being viral all over again, and, you know, just taking the social media and commenting on politics, and I tried. And I still do my thing, but it's become less important every day. Like, it's still like I'm recalibrating my mind, I guess, you know, because I still post my political stuff, but I find myself feeling less like I'm scrolling, and I'll skip stuff. I'm just like, I don't even want to see it. I don't really even care, you know? And I'm recalibrating because it's like, no, man, you over here. I'm thinking, this is all I think about all day, guys. This is the God's honest truth. I think about how I could give more to my family, how I could give more to my kids, how I can launch this business, you know, that I got, the KLK Visuals, how I can make that my thing, because I love filming. Like, that's a passion of mine. It's just in me. I love film. I love cinematography. I love photography even. And I'm thinking about how I could grow that business, provide more for my family, and like have something that's secure to be able to take care of them while also building something that I love. You know, my passion, staying with my passion. And yeah, I'm seeing it take shape. You know what I'm saying? And it's less to do with what I thought the plan was. I thought the plan was boom, the social media back. You know what I'm saying? And just do this, get viral and talk politics. And more, I'm moving away and just leaning into God as much as I can, because God, I'm a wreck. I'm a train wreck. That's the real truth. Even today, even with all the goodness that I am, you know, that people may see in me, I'm still a train wreck. I do not got it all figured out at all, man. And you know, I'm doing what I can. But in the process of it, I'm trusting. I'm trusting God. I'm like, yo, I know whatever it is that you got coming my way, man, I'm going for it. I've been forgiven. You know, I just got off the phone with the guy that I was working for with the paving company. You know, and that whole little thing, how that went, and had a real good conversation with him. And he's like, you know, wanting me to come and work for him when I get my CDL, which people probably, if you know how that whole thing played out, you're probably like, no way, you know. But and he said something. He said, hey man, I just want you to know, like, I appreciate you and you're a really good man, and I really love your attitude. And when he said that, all I could think of, and this is what I said, I say, man, it's God. And I thought about it, and I'm like, look at that. Look at how that whole thing just went, because I didn't I didn't go crazy towards this dude. I didn't disrespect him. I didn't come at him sideways. I literally just gave it to God. Before I would have snapped. I would have snapped. I would have called him every name in the book. I would have instead I was just real. I was honest about things, but without malice. And I've been praying. I pray for him. That's literally what I did. And here we are talking about, you know, because he got trucks. And he's like, hey man, I would love to have you drive these trucks. And if you got anybody else that could come. And I say, man, look at God. Look at God. Because in my mind, you know, I'm like, I don't want to go over the road. I don't want to be away from my family for a week, you know, at a time, and then see them on the weekends, and then I'm back on the road. And it's like, God's like, look, I'm just letting you know. I'm just reminding you. That's what I take that as a reminder. Like, I've got plans for you that you don't know that I'm working out. I ain't know that he was thinking anything about me trying to work for him or anything like that. I didn't know that Kim and Andy was going to hit me up and say, hey, all right, we got a job over here. If you want to drive a flatbed, we can put you out and you'll be home every day. Every day. That got me real excited because I know that they're good people. Kim has been following the page for before I lost it, you know, since 2021, 2020, really, maybe 2019 even. And she hit me up right when I got home from prison and said, hey, if you get your CDL, got a job for you. And then another person hit me up today and was like, hey, if you're willing to come to Midland, Texas, you know, the oil fields, my son works for this company, probably get you in. And he just pulled in $250,000 last year. And I'm just like, dang, and these are all people. Like these are the people that God put around me. That's how I feel. Like y'all might not think so. You might not think so, but to me, all of you on my Facebook, on my YouTube, now even on my X has been going crazy and blowing up for whatever reason. It's pretty cool. But you guys are like family. It's like an extended family to me. And I've been trying to go through and like all the birthday wishes on my Facebook because there's like a lot. And I'm liking them still. Like to all day today, I was scrolling and I seen the happy birthdays and I'm liking them, just going through, just so you guys know I see you. But you guys are like family. And that wasn't anything that I did. You know what I'm saying? It's like things like that. When God brings good people into your life, you can't help but say, yo, it's God. There goes my Rai. My Rai is in the chat. That's my baby girl. Hey, baby girl, I love you and I miss you. Hey, Dad, it's Rai. I forgot to tell you happy birthday. It's okay. It's all right, baby. Don't worry about it. I know you was thinking about me. But no, man, God puts people in your life. God puts people in your life, especially when you're really, really trying. When you're trying, you're not perfect. I'm not perfect. We ain't never going to be perfect, but we are called to we got to try. We've got to try and then lean on him when we don't understand it. Because I don't understand nothing that's going on in my life right now as far as like how everything is going, the trajectory of where I'm going. It's like, I'm just trusting God. It's all I'm doing is doing what I can to take steps to, you know, better myself and be faithful, not have malice towards nobody, not be angry towards nobody, not cursing nobody, not, you know, I'm not trying to do that. And I'm getting better at it because that's my go-to. Like that's my nature, is to defame, is to talk smack, is to put my hands on you, is to like that's who I am or who I was. It's not even who I am now. Like I've really been accepting the scripture when he say that you are a new creation. You know what I'm saying? That you are dead to sin. That you throw all that away. And I know it's cliche and I know y'all probably like, oh, here he go preaching. I'm not trying to preach. I'm just saying like these are the things that I think about and it's bettered my life. It's brought me to a different place, a different level of understanding where I can't even really explain it all. You know, I can't explain it. It's just like peaceful. It's peaceful. And when the stress hits, when the thoughts come in, I'm just like, I give it to God because there's nothing else you could do. You know, when you have them little messed up bad thoughts and you can't stop thinking about just bad stuff, like everything going wrong. I'd have that all the time. I think like, what if something happens? What if something happens? What if, I get sick, or, what if I react wrong one day and I mess up my probation, or what if I go back to prison, or what are my kids gonna do? I start thinking all kind of crazy stuff. Like, what if I choke somebody? I just start thinking about all this crazy stuff. And God's like whispering, just like, yo, hey, stop listening to that. Stop listening to that. You focusing on the wrong thing. Right now, when you having them thoughts, you know what that means? You need to pray, or you need to jump in that word. Remind yourself, I know the plans that I have for you, to prosper you, not to hurt you. All right. And I think about all that, bro. I think about all of that. And it's just like, I'm grateful. And I got upset the other day with the whole J6 stuff, the pipe bomber. Had to really, really check myself, because it is discouraging. It is, man. Having to come home, and it's been a struggle, y'all. It has been such a struggle. And you never see it. You don't get to see it, right? But it has been a struggle to just be normal again, right? And to try to get back up, to climb back up to what you were, to what you had. And it angers me. And then I just had to lean into God and it came to him. It's like, look, bro, maybe you weren't meant to have what you thought you had. Like, let all of that go. Who cares about the climb? This is a beautiful thing that you get in the climb. You were just sitting in prison where you couldn't do nothing. You couldn't climb anything. You was in prison around the worst people that you've ever encountered, along with some great people that you met inside there that let you know that, hey, everybody can change. Not everybody is their mistakes. Some people are really sorry for what they did, but you got the freedom right now to choose. So just be grateful for that, and then trust where I'm taking you. Trust where I'm leading you to. And that gets hard. Like I say, it does. It gets hard. But when you do it, you have these times, these moments where I came on here just because I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to God for the people that he's put around me, for you guys, for my family. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I'm in this country. I'm grateful that I wasn't born somewhere else where, they don't have anything that we have. I'm grateful that I'm not in the places like the people that I met when I was in prison, how they told me their countries were. I'm grateful that I'm right here. I'm grateful that I'm sitting in my office. I'm grateful. I might not have 10% of what I had, and I don't have 10% of what I had. But what I have, I'm so much more appreciative for. I'm so much more appreciative for it. And I'm doing my best to be a good steward with the things that I got. And not to mess it up, So no matter where you are, just know, if I could do it, you could do it. If I could climb up, not give up, buckle down with all the frustration and the stresses and all of those things, man, you could do it. You can do it. It's all a mindset. And the mindset the only mindset that you can have that's going to get you through it the right way and to where you need to be is a mindset like Christ. And that's the truth. That's my truth. Real talk. It's a mindset like Christ. I'm not telling anybody to just go and join a church or become a holy roller or nothing like that. All I'm saying is, talk to God. Talk to God, man. And he'll give you a peace that people probably look at you like you weird for having it. I know people look at me like I'm different. A lot of people I grew up with look at me like I'm way different. They like, bro, I remember you was a demon. I'm like, yeah, I was. And now I look at my daughters and be like getting teary-eyed because they're just so dope. I look at my little girls and I'm just like, man, look at my babies. I'm getting big fast. My Rai watching on here. That little girl is grown fast. She's 12 years old now. Time just flew by. And I think about her when I see her and my other daughter, Kira, creating content. And it literally makes me emotional. I'm like, look at them. I done inspired them to be creators. And that's what they said. They said, we're going to be like you, Dad. We're doing good. We got this many subscribers on YouTube, Dad. And they're really good at it. You know, Nova told me today, she said, I'm going to create videos like my dad. I'm just like, man, that's dope. So it incentivizes me to not give up, you know, to go ahead and chase whatever I got to chase to get to where I need to be able to be financially secure enough to help them achieve their dreams. Focus on being a good person and let daddy help you reach your dreams, reach your goals. And that's literally what I'm here for. That's like my life's mission. It's to help my kids' dreams come true. Cash wants to come home from the army in 4 years and start a trucking company, which means that I got to start saving up as much as I possibly can, or bring in more, bring in more income, so I can help him make that happen. Caden wants to start his own business. He's not sure what yet. He was thinking HVAC, but then he's thinking something else. Zay, you know, my babies. Messiah, I want to buy him a race car or a monster truck because he loves that. And when he's 16, how dope would it be for your dad to say, hey, son, I got you your first monster truck? You know what I mean? Those are the things that I think about. Imagine my son being in NASCAR, have Kelly on the TV screen. My son's in NASCAR, Ricky Bobby. You got to go fast. You know, that's the stuff, like, it gets me excited. And I never thought that I'd be like that. I never in a million years thought that I would be the way that I am. I cry every single year at Christmas time when I watch It's a Wonderful Life. And it's always the same part when he comes through the door and they can see him, and then he sees little Susie, Zuzu. She had the fever, you know? Oh, so Zuzu, my little ginger snap, not a pinch of temper. I cry. That's cliche. It's pretty sad. I mean, but I cry. Literally, I shed a couple tears. My wife, she laughs. She laughs. She's like, are you for real? Yeah, it's a black and white film. It's one of my favorite all-time movies. And I cry. And I love it. I love that it makes me think about the verse in the Bible where he said, I'll take your heart of stone and turn it to a heart of flesh. And that's the only way I can explain what's happened. Like, I'm still changing, you know? Sisters get on my page, start talking crazy. Now, before you know, I'll go in. Now I'll be like, yo, I love you, sis. I love you, sister. God bless you, man. You know what I mean? I'm not perfect at it. Sometimes I get, I'll throw my little shots in a video or something, but I'm getting better. And that's all we called to do, y'all, is just to get better. Just to get better. All right? That's all I got. That's it. I just want to come on and say, hey, tell you guys I'm excited about the future. I really am. I'm excited about the future. You should be excited about your future. And if you're not, then you need to get excited about your future, because God got good plans for you if you lean into him. You got to lean into him. However you do that. I can't guide you in that. I'm not, not a pastor or nothing, but what worked for me is just reading that Bible and just focusing on it, meditating on it, and trusting the plan that it says is in there. If I do these things, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and then all things will be added to you. And that's it. That's all. I really love you guys. I really appreciate you, man. I really do. Even though, like I say, we ain't where we were, you guys have gotten me. You have helped me. God brought y'all, in my opinion, and helped me to get to where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Because social media does pay me. And I do get paid off of clicks and views. I just think that I need to change what I'm bringing to you guys in a bigger way, so that it's something that's edifying and positive and motivational and uplifting, instead of anger, negativity, fear-mongering, and just the negative stuff. You know what I mean? Because I love y'all. I don't want to help ruin your day. I want your day to be better, So try to bring you something to make you laugh, like I just did with that whole, I know you guys seen the clip. I didn't make that, by the way. I took that from somebody on X, because I knew that they don't have an account anywhere else. So when I seen it on X, and the video I'm talking about is Joy Reid and Don Lemon, and they were talking about how much they hate JD Vance, and then JD Vance comes around, puts a pacifier in their mouth. If you have not seen that clip, you need to go and watch that clip. It's on my Facebook, my Instagram, and my TikTok. It's hilarious. I should have put it on YouTube. I'll put it on YouTube. I got you. I'm gonna upload it to YouTube for you guys right now. But yo, I love y'all, man. That's pretty much it. I appreciate you. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you guys. And with that, I bid you all a good night. Unite, don't fight, be a street light, because only you can be the change you wish to see in the world. And when you get too stressed out, you got to remember to pray, America. Because without God, everything falls apart. That's just a fact. It's a fact. I'm just the one giving it to you, okay? I hope y'all have a great night. I will see you tomorrow, God willing. Peace.